welcome to my channel. My name is Lindy Sherris. In this channel, we make money online. We do crypto stocks, and we also assist small businesses to get started the right way. So if you need help with compliance, SARS, CIPC, getting registered in the government database, I am the person who can do that. You can just inbox me. You can email me from my website. Today, we are starting a new series on tendering for beginners. If you ever had people talking about government tenders and wondered, what exactly is tenders? How do I get started? What documents do I need? And where do I even find these opportunities? This series is for you. I recently started going through the tendering process myself, and I want to take you along with me. I am not coming here pretending to be a tendering expert who has won hundreds of tenders. I am learning and going through the process, and I am going to share what I am learning along the way. So if you are also a beginner, we can learn together. In the coming videos, I'm going to show you practically how to get started, including how to register on the government supplier database, including the central supplier database or CSD, how to search for tenders, how to understand the tender documents, how to prepare your documents, and how to submit your tender. But today's video is different. Before we start clicking buttons and registering on different platforms, I want us to understand the basics. What is a tender? Let's start with the simplest explanation. A tender is a formal request from an organization, often government or a large company, asking businesses to provide goods or services. For example, imagine a government department needing 1,000 laptops. Instead of simply choosing a company and saying, we want to buy these laptops from you, they may advertise an opportunity asking businesses that meet certain requirements to submit their proposal, and which can be called bids. The business then submit their offers. The organization or government evaluate those submissions according to the requirements in the tenders, and eventually a supplier may be selected. So in simple terms, the buyer says, we need this. The business says, we can provide it, and this is what it will cost. That's the basic idea behind tendering. Who can tender? You might be thinking, Lindy, I am just a small business. Can I really tender? Potentially, yes, you can tender. You don't necessarily need to be a huge company to participate in procurement opportunities. Depending on the specific tender, opportunities can be available to different types and sizes of business. You could be supplying stationery, cleaning services, food, protective clothing, IT services, printing, construction services, transport, catering, consulting, training, office equipment, maintenance services, and many other products and services. The important thing is that you must meet the requirement of the specific tender. You cannot simply see a tender worth millions of rands and say, I want it. You need to be able to provide what the organization is asking for and comply with the condition of that particular tender. Guys, you need to understand that tendering is not free money. I want to make this very clear because there are many misconceptions about tendering. A tender is not free money. You are entering into a business transaction. If you win a tender, you are expected to deliver the goods or services according to their contract. That means you need to have the capacity to fulfill the order. For example, if a tender requires you to supply 500 computers, you need to have a realistic plan of sourcing and delivering those computers. Don't chase the tender simply because the advertised amount looks big. You really need to understand what you are actually required to deliver. What do you need to get started? Now, let's talk about the basics. Before you start looking for tenders, you need to make sure your business is properly set up. You can also use my company for these services where I can just get you started the right way. Because I've started with this process, I am able to show you step by step. But then if you want to do it yourself, your requirements will depend on the tender. But generally, you should have your business and compliance document in order. This can include CIPC registration. Your business should be properly registered with the Companies and Intellectual Property Commission, CIPC, where applicable. You need to know your company registration details and have your company documents available. You need SARS registration. You also need to make sure that your tax affairs are properly registered and also compliant. Depending on the procurement opportunities, you need to provide relevant SARS document. Number 3, Central Supplier Database. For government procurement requirement, the Central Supplier Database, commonly called CSD, is extremely important. This is a database used by government to maintain suppliers' information. And don't worry, if you don't know how to register, I can assist you with that. I am going to do a whole video on this one as well. Before we continue, I want to quickly invite you to join my membership, The Wealth Cycle. If you're serious about building wealth, learning about business, investment, stocks, and cryptocurrency, as a member, you will get exclusive content, weekly live sessions, resources, and more. I'll also be sharing what I'm personally learning and doing on my own wealth building journey. Click the join button and become part of the Wealth Cycle. Alright, let's get back to today's video. In one of the upcoming videos, I will take you through the CSD registration process step by step. Number 4, you do need to have a bank account. Your business banking information may also be required. Make sure that your banking details are correct and match your business information. Number 5, company documents. Keep your imported company documents together in one folder. For example, CIPC registration, company memorandum, and also ID documents need to be certified. Sometimes SARS document, CSD document, banking confirmation, proof of address, relevant licenses or certificates, industry specific document. But remember, not every tender document will ask you for exactly the same document. And also, just have your business profile, your letterhead. Always read the tender requirements carefully. You don't need to know everything in one day. This is something I want beginners to understand. When I started looking into tendering, I realized that there is a lot of information. There are different databases, there are different types of tenders, there are different types of documents, there are different types of requirements. It can feel overwhelming, but you don't have to understand everything together. Start with the basics. Get your business document ready. You can also go to my website. I do offer this service, and also I can also assist you where you need help. You just need to book a one-on-one session with me. We can go through everything together. Understand what your business offers. Understand which products or services you can realistically supply. Then start learning how the procurement process works, of which I will record a video showing you everything that you need to know. What will we cover in this series? This is only episode 1. We are going to take this step by step. In the next videos, I want to show you the practical side. We're going to cover things like how to register on CSD, how to search for government tenders, how to understand the tender advertisement, how to download and read tender documents, what the different tender requirements mean, what documents you need to prepare, how to complete tender forms, how to price your tenders, how to prepare your submission, and eventually how to submit your tender. I am going to be learning and going through the process myself, and whenever possible, I am going to show you what I am doing rather than talking about it. Already started with this process, already registered with one government database and also CSD database and also one of the municipalities. So we are going to do this step by step. Guys, this is important and most people do this wrong. Don't pay someone just because you are confused. Another important warning, when you start searching for tenders, you may find people offering to help you get tenders. Be careful. You should never assume that someone can guarantee you that you will win a government tender. That's bribery. There is no magic formula when someone can simply pay a fee and guarantee you a tender. It means they're actually paying someone in the government, and that is wrong. Learn the process, understand the requirements, make sure your business is compliant, and submit a legitimate application that you are capable of fulfilling. So if you've been thinking about getting into tender business but you didn't know where to start here. Don't start by looking for a 10 million tender and get excited, whereas you do not know how to fulfill a 2,000 rand tender. Start by asking, what does my business sell? Who needs what I sell? Am I properly registered? Are my documents in order? Am I compliant? Where can I fund legitimate tender opportunities? And then learn the process step by step. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, because the next videos we are going to get practical. Before we continue, a quick word from our sponsor, Thumbs AI. I've been using Thumbs AI to create thumbnails for my YouTube channel, and it makes the process so easy. You just type the prompt describing the thumbnail you want, and you can create thumbnails for your YouTube channel, for your social media. If you want to try it out, you will find my Thumbs AI link in my link tree or YouTube description. Alright, let's get back to today's video. And if you are a beginner, don't be intimidated. We are going to do this together. I do offer services one-on-one to teach you about crypto and stocks. And also, if you need my services to register your business, to get into SARS, to get into CSD, I am the person to assist you with that. God bless you. See you next time.